And we are live. Welcome to a very special live stream today. As you can see here, this is the first Pistons Jack subscriber only live stream. This is something we're going to be doing every couple of weeks or when everyone can join. But for those who aren't subscribed, essentially everyone that will be on the show today is subscribed to the Pistons Jack subscription over on Instagram. There's plenty of info there. There's a link in the description, but essentially we have a group chat. There's behind the scenes content from my trips. We do these streams, which you can come up on and chat with. There's a whole heap of other stuff that will be going on in there for everyone to essentially connect with Pistons fans from around the world. As you can see up on stage with me, we've got, well, all three of us are from different parts of the world and we're all bound by the Pistons, but the Pistons Jack subscription, it's got my name on it, but essentially it is just a place for all Pistons fans to connect. That's one of the, like, obviously doing Pistons content full time. I love the Pistons. That's what I do, but one of my main drivers is just meeting Pistons fans, connecting fans from around the world, and just creating a community for everyone so that they at least have one Pistons fan they can talk to. Because I know growing up in Australia, it's hard to come across Pistons fans in the flesh or even just online. So this is a place for everyone to connect and meet more people. But without further ado, I've got two very special guests here to open the show. We have my man, Tom, Korean Pistons fan, all the way from over in South Korea. Tom, what's going on?
What up, though, Jack? What up, to everyone? Let's go.
And we also have my man, Devin, who, correct me if I'm wrong, is in Detroit, in Michigan, in the heartland. How you going, bro?
Correct. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Oh, man, I'm good. I'm really excited for this. We've also, I can just see as well that my man Chris and the Excellent have joined. If you guys want to come up on stage, just turn your cameras on and I'll bring you guys up in a moment. But to open the stream, the first thing I wanted to ask each of you, I've got three questions. We have, and maybe I'll ask you each of these and we'll go through them. But Tom, what is your favorite Pistons memory?
Oh my God. I think we talked about this yesterday. But the Cade Cunningham shot has to be up there. Just the shot against the I'm still a bit hungover. But that shot like 2 nights ago, that was I probably watched it around 500 plus, like reaching almost to 600s, and I'm not exaggerating. I can't I
I
can't
don't
stop
think you
myself from
are.
watching it. I can't stop myself from watching it. Yeah.
So that's number one?
In recent memory, I have to think about it because there's a lot of
Yeah.
memories. Like having us getting the first pick in the draft, I was watching it live and I was shouting and everyone was looking at me. Like that was one of the memories. There are a lot, but in recent memory, that Kate Cunningham shot has to be up there. It was
It's
crazy.
crazy, man. It was crazy. And Devin, what about you? I feel like yours might be a bit different, but I'm not sure.
I would say all-time favorite memory, kind of like agree. I would say drafting Cade is probably like my favorite memory, just knowing how big of a fan I was of Cade and just knowing his potential. I knew that he would be perfect for Detroit. So I would say that's probably my top one.
Man, that's my favorite as well, but we'll
Yep.
get back to that in just a moment. But we've got my man, the Excellent. What's going on, bro? Sorry. Is that your real name?
No, of course not. My real name's actually Xavier.
Xavier, what's going on, brother? Thank you for jumping on.
Oh, anytime, mate.
How good's the Aussie accent? I love it. So I'll get to you in just a moment, but Devin, back to yours about Cade being drafted. That's my number one because,
Yep.
like, I don't know who I was talking to yesterday, but I was just saying how, at least since I've been a fan in 2012, like we've never had that true star player,
No.
and obviously we had Blake for that one season, but there's something about when we drafted him, just knowing that we're going to have like this 6'6" point guard. Like he's not just
Yep.
like a center that can do stuff. Like he's going to be like a face of the league in some way. Like Yeah. Do you guys, question for all of you, and then we'll get to Xavier, but do you guys all remember where you were when the Pistons won the lottery? Because I do.
I do.
100%. Yeah.
Oh,
100%. Because wait.
Go. Where were you, Tom?
Because I was in the first floor of my previous work, and I was like, I went down because I needed to watch the lottery, and there were like 10 people like walking around, and I shouted. I really shouted, and everyone was looking at me. But I was so happy back then. It's crazy. That was crazy.
Xavier, do you remember?
no, I can't remember for the life of me.
Oh, come on, mate.
I think I found out through my dad, and pretty much the rest is just history.
That's it. That's crazy. And Devin, were you at work?
It's actually funny. I was at work. I was also at work, and I was watching it on like my YouTube TV like app or whatever, and also just same thing, just like being so excited and so happy, especially for the rest of the day. Yeah.
It's crazy. Xavier, I'm not sure whereabouts you're from in Australia, but where I was working, I'm in Melbourne, and I used to do a lot of work on like the railway lines, and we were working at a train. We were working at a train station in like northern part of Melbourne, and I still remember I had to run away and pretend like I was doing something for half an hour while I watched that lottery. And I still remember when I think it was it Mark Tatum? It wasn't Adam Silver. He pulled the first card. Like they had the final three picks. I remember number 3 was the Cavs, and I was like, oh my god! So we're actually going to get top 2 pick here. I was just stoked. To be honest, I was just stoked to be in the top 3. But then when he pulled out the Rockets, man, I went crazy. I was just like off in this like this shrubbery bush area. I can't describe. I'll never forget it though. It was special. But Xavier, I want to ask you, since we haven't had you on Fan Reacts before, how'd you become a Pistons fan?
Yeah, so originally I got it through my dad. So like when basketball first joined Australia, it was pretty much just my dad became a Piston fan. He just liked their mentality, their hustle, their energy. I think he did play a little bit of rugby league, which may have had something to do with it, but and like pretty much ever since I was born, just been a Piston fan through all my life, and
I love it. That's crazy. I love it, mate. I love it. Well, I got another question for each of you. What is your favorite Pistons season of all time? I really like. Just to get mine's this season, but I don't have a whole heap to choose from. I feel like I'm not sure how far back each of your fandom goes, but maybe we'll go Devin first, then Tom, then Xavier.
I mean, definitely this season's up there. I think, especially of recent memories. I would say this season, and ones that I actually like witnessed myself. Probably when was the last time we made the playoffs? 2019 when we went up against Milwaukee. Yeah. I went to a playoff game in Detroit, and that was really cool to see and witness. So I would say this year or I believe 2019.
I love it. And Tom?
Same. Like I don't recall the last time I had so much fun in a season. Like this season, it's been great. It's been like rewarding. It felt gratifying to be the Pistons fan all this time. But if I could think of one season, it's probably for me, it's the 2020 to 2021 season when we had the core four.
Really?
Because yeah, it's weird because before that season we were like always in the middle of the pack. We were the Chicago Bulls back then. We were always in the 11th, 12th, or barely making 8th. But it's the first time we actually like went full teching with Troy Weaver, and I was actually really excited to watch Killian, Stu, Sadiq. Wait, yeah, wait.
We had Saban Lee.
Exactly. Yes.
Jeremy
Thank
Grant.
you. Yeah. The core four. It was really fun to watch. Like whenever Killian made a shot, I was so happy. Like that was one of my favorite seasons so far. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I did not think that season was going to come up, but I love it. Zave, what's been your favorite season?
Definitely this season, and probably just all the seasons that probably just led us to where we are. So from probably, like 2019 onwards.
Wow, I love it. So
Yeah.
you enjoyed last season.
Oh,
You're a
I enjoyed the
sicko.
highs, mate. I enjoyed the highs, but nah.
No, I get you. I get you. I mean, look, I'll be honest, when I wrote this question down, I did not expect two of the rebuilding seasons to come up, but I think that just shows where, like, I think that just shows kind of our age a little bit, but also, you know, not to be negative, but how bleak the past 15 years have been. But that's why this season's so incredible. I wanted to ask each of you, maybe we'll go back in the same order with Devin. Who is your favorite Pistons player on the current team, and then of all time, if they're different?
Man, that's tough. Favorite current player is probably Cade or Malik Beasley, I would say,
Yeah.
are like 1 and 2 for me. And then of all time, just to like throw it back, I would say probably Chauncey Billups. I would say, just because I mean he was Mr. Big Shot, like just watching his highlights and watching like old school games with him and stuff. Like, I mean, he was phenomenal. He was like arcade back in the day, basically.
No, that's a great pick. Chauncey, I feel like, is a lot of people's favorite. I feel like when I was in Detroit, feels like Ben Wallace was probably the big favorite of a lot of people I spoke to. And then Chauncey was right there. So great picks. And Tom, I think I know the answer to yours, but fire away. I can see his name a few times on your back wall. So
good collection.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to guess, but current player, yes, Cade Cunningham, because it's been really great watching him. And all time, I was keeping on thinking when Devin was talking, but I really couldn't choose. But it's got to be either Chauncey or Ben, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I think Cade is like right there, like he's getting there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be. It could be recency bias, but Cade's got to be up there. Like the guy who signed your jersey, gave you a signed jersey. Yeah, him.
I thought you might. I saw you looking for a T-Mac Pistons jersey, so I was thinking you might have said Tracy McGrady.
Yes, that was like I was about to say that, but he only had one season in the Pistons jersey. Like he's one of the reasons I like my Pistons fandom grew a lot. But I couldn't even find the jersey. Like I was looking for it the whole like week. I couldn't find it. So it's
T-Mac
sad.
was nice.
Yeah, he was nice, but
T-Mac, but he was nice.
He was still nice. He had some moves. Like he was okay.
And Zave, fire away. Favorite player currently and all time?
I'll probably have to say either Cade or Jane Ivey. I mean, you just got two guys who do want to be there, and that's just what makes me happy, like considering where we were the past couple of seasons. And as for all time, definitely have to be Big Ben.
Yeah. Man, he feels like, I honestly, like, I haven't watched much of like Big Ben highlights or that kind of thing, but anytime I see a mixtape on TikTok or YouTube, I'm like, fuck, this guy's tough. Like I feel like a lot of people have been like, oh, Stu's the next Ben Wallace. I feel like they're different, but they have a similar vibe about them. Like Ben Wallace, obviously better player, but yeah, I feel like if I was around as a Pistons fan then, Big Ben probably would have been my favorite. He's crazy.
100%. Because Andre was one of the like players that brought you in the Pistons community, right? But Big Ben was like, he was crazy. Like if you look at his highlights, it's wow. That block on Shaq it's eternal in Pistons fans, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Shout out to my man Harry. What up, though? Adrian, Tom, my boy. We got YouTube user. What's Instagram? I assume you're joking. I know you're a bit older YouTube user, but if you do have Instagram, feel free to check out the subscription. Have to shout out our boy Matty Fresh. Appreciate you, man. Always with these donations. You're too kind. What up, though, chat fam? Wish I could make it on the stream. Shout out to Jack. Love the community. Man, I love this community. Is special, guys. Like I just really want to reiterate. We got someone from Detroit, South Korea, two guys from Australia. Like, it's insane. Like, I guess question then maybe for the two international fans. South Korea, Tom, have you ever come across a Pistons fan in person?
No, no, never, ever, not a single time. Like, um,
Hmm.
yeah, never,
Have you ever
not a single
seen like a
time.
Pistons jersey or something?
No, not a single time.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So like yesterday actually like some some person on Twitter he was like, I saw you. So I was like, oh wow, it's maybe like some Pistons
Oh,
fans
he
on
saw
there we
you
can
in.
say yeah. But
Sorry, he saw you
apparently
in person in South
no, like
Korea.
he tweeted, I
Oh,
saw you. He tweeted that. So I was like,
yeah.
wow. So I messaged him like, wow, you saw me. Like, and apparently he's an international Hong Kong fan. So he was not really, English is not his best language. So he was like,
Yeah.
he saw my tweet. That's what he meant. So I was like, oh, it could have been a
Oh,
memorable moment when I first finally get to meet a Korean, like Korean Pistons fan, another Korean
yeah.
Pistons fan, but not ever, not a single time yet.
It's crazy. And Zabe, what about you? Because I know I've seen some Pistons jerseys, like because like I feel like that '04 Pistons team. There's some I've seen like a Grant Hill jersey here and there, but it's pretty rare you'll come across someone.
Oh, maybe where I'm from is sorry, just me and my dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy, isn't it?
it is.
I've met one Pistons fan. We got lunch one day about a year ago. But up until this season, yeah, man, I didn't really know any. Like, so that's why this is so special. But moving on a bit, guys, we kind of spoke about how we became fans and that sort of thing. We did have some news today. The Pistons versus OKC game on April 2nd is now on ESPN. As we're all dedicated fans. I think anyone in the chat here is a very diehard Pistons fan. So I think when we like, what's your initial reaction to seeing this national media attention? Like, we had the Heat game that was like flexed and put onto ESPN like a week earlier. Now they got the OKC game. Devin, I'll go to you. Like, first of all, maybe a prediction for that game, and then just describe what the national media games mean to you as a Pistons fan.
I think for sure prediction of the game. I think probably similar to the last time that we played OKC. Definitely probably chippy, probably physical, just like every Pistons game is, I would say. I think it's going to be a close one, but honestly, I do say that we do win. Just because, especially since we were so close to beating them last time, but we didn't have Cade for like 14 minutes. So
Yeah.
that game was still like blows my mind. But I would say, I mean, seeing us get more recognized, even just in the 1 year that we've been better, is just phenomenal. I mean, I think I said it like in the group chat a couple days ago that we're gonna get so many more TV games. Especially next
Yeah.
year. I think we'll probably double what we have this year. But I think it's great for us to be on TV and to show like what Detroit basketball is all about. So I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely. And to get wins as well. Like, I know, like,
Yeah.
prior to this season, our I found when I was riding at Detroit Bad Boys a couple of seasons ago, I went back through all the schedules from the decade prior and
Yeah.
found the games were on ESPN, and our record was literally like 3-15 on national
Yeah.
TV on ESPN or TNT, because I don't count NBA TV as national TV.
Right.
So like,
Right.
and I will be honest, two of those were from the playoff series where we got swept, but like, to see us actually winning games now, like
Yeah.
it's awesome. Like, I mean, and I guess Tom, how do you think that OKC game's going to go, and any thoughts on kind of just the national TV games?
The first thought when I saw that like was the NBA knows how to like stir up things. Like they know like all right, they put Pistons versus Miami and Pistons really put on a great show. And what's their most recent game that had another fire to it? It is the OKC game. Like when JB went off on the referees in the post game interview. So like NBA saw this, it's an opportunity. Like it's the two young upcoming teams. Uh, let's give them a platform. Let's make them put them a show. And the media push that the NBA, like the NBA account or the NBA in general, has been giving Cade. It's been reminiscent of the how I saw a comment on IG. I think it's been reminiscent of how the NBA pushed LaMelo Ball before. Like when LaMelo Ball was a rookie or sophomore, he was been getting media push from here and there, Basketball Forever, Bleacher Report, everywhere else. But Cade never got the love because of the record, or I don't know, but he's been getting that the past few days, and it's been amazing.
It's awesome. It's so good to see him getting pushed like this. And Dave, any thoughts on the game or the national TV stuff?
Oh, for the OKC stuff, mate, I just want some justice. That's all I care about at this point. Just get into him, get the win, get the hell out.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I don't know your thoughts about the team on national TV. Do you get more nervous for the games, or?
I think it just shows how far we've come, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's been honestly astounding to see.
Oh man, it's been incredible. It's been incredible. And I do have a little segment here. We're going to do expectations versus reality, and we'll talk about, because I'm keen to hear your predictions before the season, Save, because I haven't spoken to you before in person. But before we do that, I just want to talk about Cade Cunningham just a little bit. Triple-double and game winner on national TV. On the season, he's 10th in the NBA in scoring. Did you guys know that? Like, I knew he was averaging 25, basically 26, but I didn't know he was 10th in the NBA.
I didn't know that. I
Did not know that.
I knew he was third in assists or third or fourth,
Yeah.
but 10th in points?
Yeah.
That's
10th.
crazy.
Yeah, so he's 10th in the league for scoring with 25.6 points a night. He's giving you 6 rebounds. As you said, Tom, third in the league for assists, 9.5. And he's doing it on 47% shooting, which for someone like him is pretty efficient. Just your thoughts on his season maybe, and which all NBA teams is he going to make? Because I think he's like pretty much, I don't want to say a lock for second team, but if Jalen Brunson continues to stay out, like he's definitely a lock for the second team. But Devin, I'll go to you first. Just thoughts on Cade and what all NBA team you could see him finishing the season on.
I could honestly, not even just taking like the bias out of it, I think he honestly could be a first team All NBA. I don't see why he couldn't be. I mean, again, compared to all the other players that would be considered for first team All NBA, I mean, I think he's better than, I guarantee you, probably like half of them. So I just don't see why he wouldn't be first team All NBA. And I think his season's just been, I mean, obviously the best season of his entire life. He's been healthy, which I think is the biggest thing, definitely. He said it himself. He's so happy that he feels good and that he is playing good because he feels healthy. And just playing at just an all-star level, and it's well-deserved for an all-star. I think definitely the breakout season that I knew that he would eventually have. I just didn't think he'd have it this quick.
No, well said. And Tom, I guess I'll ask you this because Devin brought it up about first team All NBA. So if he's to make first team, it'll be because he takes Donovan Mitchell's spot at the second guard position. So Donovan Mitchell's like 24 points. I think he's like 4.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists on like 44% shooting. But obviously the Cavs have got, I think, the best record in the NBA. Definitely best record in the East. Do you think he's a chance to actually realistically take that from Donovan Mitchell?
Yes. And if he puts another show like on against the Oklahoma City Thunder, like on national TV again, I think the push will be there for him. The only thing that Donovan Mitchell has against Cade is the record and the reputation for a long time. But if you place Donovan Mitchell on this current Pistons team and Cade Cunningham on that Cavs team, I think Donovan Mitchell will not be able to bring the Pistons to where we are right now. It's just that kind of season that Cade's been having. It's been incredible. So I really think he deserves first team, but I have doubts about whether he's gonna get it. But you're right, he's a lock for second team. Even if Jalen Brunson's healthy, like I think he's had a better season than Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, his main argument for being second team, obviously he's a great player, but he's also in New York. He's been getting that push for a long time. But even if he was healthy the whole season, I'd take Cade over Brunson. But that's just me.
No, I very well laid out argument. I agree. I think he's also, you bring up another big time game, the Pistons. We'll talk about this before we wrap up, but the Pistons do have one more game against Cleveland at home I think it's like in the last week of the season. So that's definitely a game where he could really swing the voters. Dave, your thoughts on Cade Cunningham's season? Maybe I'll ask you this. What were you expecting this type of season from Cade in his 4th year?
I was thinking somewhere close to that. I didn't think just based on the team as a whole, I did not see them taking a leap. I saw K taking a leap, but definitely not the whole team.
Yeah, no, it's been crazy. Like I've been saying to people, this is like what I thought year 5 or 6 Cade would be. Like he's been that good. But what was it? Oh, what team do you think Cade will finish on? All NBA?
You can definitely make an argument for NBA first team, but I think as Tom said, with the record and reputation of Donovan Mitchell, I think it would have to be second.
Yeah, I mean, which is like we're going to talk about this in a moment, but how insane is that? We're going to have an all NBA lock player, like, and second team is pretty much like we all think he should definitely be there. Like it's insane. This season's just been incredible. But moving on a little bit, guys, I've got a segment here called Expectations versus Reality, and I want to hear first of all from each of you. I'll start with you, Dave, because I haven't heard this from you before. And you kind of alluded to it, but what were your expectations heading into this season? And did you have a wins total in mind? And also, like, how has that prediction gone?
I didn't really have a wins total in mind. I think it would have been close to like maybe 25 or 30. Like I just wanted to see improvement. So especially with the whole culture change, new coach, we got rid of Troy. Yeah, it was just blew my socks off.
Yeah, that's a great saying. Blew my socks off. It's blown my socks off as well. It's been crazy. And Tommy, we've chatted about this, but just your expectations heading into the season and how this whole season's played out.
Before the season started, I was hopeful for a 35 win season, and I was one of the optimistic ones. Like when I said, or I'm hoping for 35 wins, people were saying, "Hey, come on, they're gonna be lucky to get 25 or 30 even." But I was like, "Come on, we can get there. We can get it to 35." I'd be a really happy Korean if that happened. But after like 10 games of the season, like when I believe you were like 4-6 or like after 4-7 or something, I kind of saw the vision. I was like, I think I was on your streams and I was like, we're gonna make the playoffs. I was like, I was being I'm always a positive guy, but I kind of saw it. I was hoping for it. I kind of saw how good they were. They were better than their record, and yeah, it's been an amazing dream season so far. And the best part is sustainable. We're only gonna get better. It's been crazy. Yeah.
No, well said. It is, but they're only going to get better. That's the crazy thing. Like we're so used to in the past, like 2016, that team felt like they were going to get better, but ultimately know what happened there. And then the Blake season, that kind of just felt like maybe they're going to have one playoff run if we're lucky. But this thing's literally just getting started. But Devin, what was your kind of prediction heading into the season?
Yeah, same as the last two, honestly. Anything better than last year was just my like hope. I would say like even if we had 25, 26 wins, I would have been super, super happy with that. So just anything better than last season. I thought before the season started, the absolute most games we would win would probably be like low 30s. Was like the absolute like top. But then I seen all the trades, the new coach, all that. But then like I would say opening night, I thought our ceiling was probably like 40. And just hoping for some type of like playoff win this year. So if we can win even one playoff game, I would be just blown away by my past expectations.
Absolutely.
It's it's crazy because tonight we're going for win 40. Just think about it. Like, win 40. That's crazy. Like
not loss number 40, win 40.
Exactly.
So it's like what, 10 games?
It's insane. I think we've definitely surpassed the past two seasons win total combined this year. But But that's where I wanted to go next. So, and just quickly shout out to Pistons Talk, Anthony. Appreciate you, man. I agree. Trap game tonight. We'll quickly talk about the Mavs game before we get off here as well, because Mavs have a heap of injuries, but that should be a fun game tonight. But thanks for joining, my man. I want to ask you guys. So there's 12 games remaining in the season. As Devin and Tom said, we're going for win number 40 tonight. So the Pistons are 39 and 31. 12 games to go. I'm going to read out to you the remaining games, but if you can't remember them all, I basically just want you to give me your final season prediction for the record. So we have at Dallas tonight or today. Then they play the Pelicans, Spurs, and Cavs all at home. Then they travel to Minnesota, OKC, and Toronto. Then they have Memphis, Sacramento, Knicks, and 2 games against the Bucks to close it out. Zay, how many games is this team winning?
I reckon we could go for a good 46.
Yeah, I love it. That's where I'm at. I think that's a really solid. That's 7 more wins, 7 and 5 over the last 12 games. That's
it's a
what
tough
pace.
schedule. It's a tough loss.
Yeah.
Schedule.
Yeah. Tom, I feel like you're gonna go for 50. I reckon.
Yeah. I was debating whether it should be 49 or 50. But we've been getting really good. We're on another stride right now, and if we win tonight, it's gonna be I believe our 3rd win in a row, and it's not gonna hurt to end the season on a great note. If we hit the stride, we might hit another win streak, and if we beat the Cavs at home, any game that's the huge risk in the 50 win whatever. But if we beat the Cavs, come on, bring it on. And especially against the season ender against the Bucks, that back-to-back against the Bucks, it's gonna be crazy because that's gonna be for playoff positioning, and I think we're gonna win both. And hopefully we get first round home court advantage. That's
I'm
crazy.
hoping they bring the belts to the Bucks for those last 2 games. Get the belts out. But Devin, how many games are we winning?
I'm saying I keep thinking 48. I think that's like because honestly, reading off the schedule, I think there's probably 3 games that are going to be tough. But I think literally every other game, I think we definitely could win.
I agree. There is some tough ones in there. Obviously, the Cavs, the OKC game will be very tough.
Yeah.
What else? The Bucks game on the road will be tough.
Yep.
Even the Timberwolves will be a bit of a tough one. But man, the way this team's been playing, though, sometimes I got to remind myself, we're 8 games over 500. We're not. We're not this.
God.
We are fun and up and coming, but we're also not.
Can you say that again?
As that.
How many games over 500?
8 games.
That felt so good to hear.
Well,
really
you know what's been so funny doing the fan reacts after pretty much every game this season. It was around October, November, we were just excited to be within 5 games of 500. Now we're fully 8 games above. It's just it's insane. But I think we're all around the same ballpark, 46 to 50 wins.
Wow.
I think definitely if they can get to 46 and probably. Yeah, I think somewhere in between there for sure. I don't think we're even being biased. I think that's just being logical. But moving on, Devin kind of brought up the P word before, playoffs. Tom, I'll ask you this first. Which matchup do you want in the playoffs? And give me a first round prediction against that team.
I actually did a poll on Twitter a few days ago, asking Pistons fans which team they would prefer, the Knicks, the Bucks, or the Pacers. The overwhelming answer was the Knicks, which I also agreed with, because they've been really bad this season, especially recently. They have a 2-game losing streak. They just lost to Charlotte by 20 plus. So I really would like the Pistons. I think I like our chances against the Knicks. But based on how we've been playing so far, and the Bucks have been faltering, the Pacers have been really good, but I like our chances against any team. I like our chances against a 72-10 Warriors team at this point. I am a very optimistic fan, so the preferred matchup is the Knicks. But I wouldn't mind if we can get especially if we can get a first round advantage in the first round. If we can get to the fourth seed, I wouldn't mind if we face the Pacers or the Bucks, whatever. Yeah, Jack, I think you're on mute.
My bad. I was on mute. I was just no, I love. I just said I love it, Tom. And I'm with you. Like, I want the Knicks, but I think honestly, the Pacers would be super fun as well. Bucks are a little scary, but we're a different team these days. And Dave, who do you want in the playoffs? And little prediction.
Yeah, I definitely would like if we would play against the Knicks. I feel like we do have a good record against them. The Pacers, their last couple of games have been a little bit sketchy as well. Like they won close ones against the Mavs and the Bucks, so that could happen in the playoffs, but maybe not. As for the Bucks, yeah, it could definitely be a close one, I reckon. Like 6 or 7 games, I reckon it would take to just knock out the series.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, Giannis scares me a lot because I don't know. I know we have Stu we can put on Giannis, but like,
Come on, your boy got it. Stu got it.
I know he does. I know he does. I just think those like that's
Stu.
gonna. Yeah, no, I back in Stu, but Giannis is just like crazy. I feel like he's a bit of a bad matchup for this team. Unlike whoever that guy who wears 0 for the Pacers is, and like Brunson.
Oh,
Brunson. I'm not saying his name.
Voldemort.
He's the only NBA player. He's the only NBA player I hate. Like genuinely.
I hate him too.
Like like
not LeBron.
just on the court. No, I
love LeBron.
Man, growing up in Australia,
I
I
like
grew
LeBron
up
too.
on like LeBron and Kobe. So like,
You
even
Stu,
though
man.
no,
Come on.
I know. It's just I can't. I'll say this: Lakers LeBron, I haven't loved as much. There's something. The first Cavs LeBron, like his first 8 years, that was literally like when I was getting into basketball. That's like my favorite LeBron by far. I will say Lakers LeBron, I don't really care, but I can't say I hate him. It takes a lot for me to hate a player, and Halliburton's just the only one.
Yeah, I hate
think
him
we're all
too.
the
Like how
same.
he talks. Oh,
Yeah.
like, I wish we like the best scenario is for us to beat the Pacers in the 4 and just like trash talk them all day. Like that's gotta be the
It is.
best
I'm not
feeling.
gonna. That would be the best feeling. But Devin, did you say who did you want the first round? Was it the Knicks?
I think I want the Knicks because I feel like we do have. I agree. I think we have the best matchup against them. I've been saying it for like the last couple months now in the chat. I think Pistons in 6. Honestly, I just I just feel like very very confident against them. But there's also a big part of me that wants the Pacers as well, though, just because I also hate them. So I think it would be great and just feel even better to beat the Pacers. Also, from Detroit, Indiana's only like 2-3 hours away, so I would probably go to a game. So I think,
awesome. I didn't know it was that
think for sure.
close. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's look. Yeah, the only reason the Pacers just scare me because of the mental games. Like just for this season,
Exactly. Yes.
you probably heard me say it, but it's just like I just feel like, especially in Indiana, there's this mental edge they would have that I'm not worried about if the Pistons played in New York because they've gone there and won 2 games.
right.
But like it's just that their home crowd mixed with Halliburton, like Miles Turner, like it just I could
You said
just
his name.
see.
You said his
Oh,
name.
sorry, number 0 and Miles Turner, like
One guy.
it just scares me a little bit. But the next question I had for you guys was, which Pistons player has surprised you the most this season? Tom, I'll go to you first.
Surprise? Surprise. It's gotta be Malik Beasley. I expected him to be a very good veteran. Like I've been following him for years because I've been playing also like I follow the league a lot because I'm just a fan of the game. But Malik has been a reliable veteran in the Lakers, the Bucks, Minnesota, wherever it was. And I don't think anyone expected this type of season. He's like in contention to be the sixth man of the year. I think he's also got a. I think he's second in the league in 3-pointers made, behind Anthony Edwards. I'm not sure if that's updated, but I'm sure, pretty sure Jack would know. But
He's second, yeah.
right, I,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gotta be Malik, and how he's been a very great leader for the Pistons, and how he's been so active in Twitter, Snapchat, like his Twitch streams, how he's been like so like open to the fans. It's been crazy. Like I think he really needs to have another contract here. He's been the absolute great veteran for the Pistons team, I believe.
No, I think that might be Devin and Zave's answer, but I just echo what you said. Like off the court, incredible. All the social media stuff, I think, really helps bond the team, especially because the young guys. But yeah, I think really well said, Tom and Zave. Who would your player be? If it is Beasley, maybe you can talk about him. But if there's another guy as well, feel free to throw another.
No,
name.
Beasley's a good argument, but I reckon I would have to say Jalen Duren. I mean, he's definitely excelled to new levels this season.
Yeah. Oh, man. The past 3 months, he's been like the way, because he struggled a little bit at the start. He even said, like, I think it was at the start of January, like he was, his own words were like, I was on some stupid soft shit or something. And he's like, so like he said it himself, like, but no, is there anything in particular with JD, Zave, that's stood out to you recently, or just everything?
He's just become a better scorer and rebound. Like, I kind of feel like he just wants to play more now than what it once was.
Yeah, definitely the motor.
Yeah, he's definitely had that potential for his first few years, but now he's just taking it up, and I'm happy.
Oh no, he's been so good. Like JD's turnaround this season has been awesome. Devin?
I think, I mean, biggest surprise is Beasley for sure. Just because again, like I also just like Tom watch a huge amount of like NBA. I watch NBA literally like every single day. So knowing how good Malik Beasley is, I didn't think he'd be this good in Detroit. I think if I had to pick someone else though, probably Tobias Harris, honestly, for just like his leadership and especially the last couple of games, I think he's been just phenomenal for us.
No, since especially Ivy's injury, he's been awesome as well. Since like
really
the new year. Yeah, that's a great pick. And he's another guy off the court who's been incredible as well for this team. Before we talk a little about the Mavs game, is there any topics either of you guys would like to bring up that we haven't covered? You got a hot take for me? If not, we can just go straight to the Mavs game.
Nothing crazy, but I did want to say I might be meeting Jalen Duren tomorrow. So that's exciting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Might be.
How?
Not watching, meeting?
Meeting. So he is doing a like pop-up visit at like a dog place in Detroit. He's gonna bring his dog and stuff and do like a meet and greet for like 2 hours. And I'm gonna see if I can if I can leave work early, and I might meet him. I'm definitely gonna try to go.
That would be awesome. You'll
Yeah,
have to get photos. Yeah, you'll have to
Oh,
send in some photos. That'd be
100%.
awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Love it. Let's go.
Like, I actually had the fist bump with JD, but that's the closest I ever got. Like,
Wow.
Oh, mate. I never wash that hand if I were you.
well, with the same hand, I had the fist bump with Marvin Bagley too. So.
Oh, Marvin Bagley, what a name! What a random name.
Right.
I don't know who he's playing for now. I thought he was on the Wizards, but then I think he got traded
Wizards.
again.
Was it?
Did he?
I think he
It's like it's something like the Blazers or something. Or the
maybe it's the Blazers.
Yeah.
But
Can't be.
Marvin Bagley.
Isn't-
But
You think
doing
he's
some
still in the
research, Tom?
Wizards?
no, because I saw this photo of him back at Sacramento, and it was in a different.
Really?
So
know
he's
that,
currently
okay.
he's with the Grizzlies. So he must have been a part of that Marcus Smart trade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
But
wow.
let's talk a little bit about the game that tips off in 15 minutes. So the Mavs have. Let me pull up this injury report because I know they're without Anthony Davis. They're obviously without Kyrie Irving. They're without. I don't think I need to say the other names. They're without a lot of players. Dante Exum out, Caleb Martin out, Gafford out, Lively out. So this is a game this team should win. And as Pistons Talk said before, trap game for sure. Tom, prediction for tonight. Win, loss, and do you think who do you think plays the best for Detroit?
It's gonna be a win, I believe, obviously, but we gotta battle complacency because it's there. We had some tendencies recent games to play down to the competition, so I hope they don't get complacent. They just bring it out for the first quarter. Just keep running because they're short on players. If we keep running, we're gonna outrun them in the second half, and I think the player who will have the best game, I'm hoping it's JD because he's got a dominant against that Mavs front court. I think he's gonna have a dominant game, catch lobs here and there.
Love it. How good, Devin? How you feeling about tonight's game?
I agree. I think definitely need to come out strong. I think if we have a big lead in the first, I think we need to just keep pushing it. I think fairly easily, easy, not as easy as the Pelicans game, but I think probably like a 10 to 15 point win for sure. And I think Beasley is going to have a good night. I just got a feeling that he's going to catch hot tonight. So he's for sure my pick.
Love it. I think we had someone predict 4 threes tonight from Bees. So very good pick. And Zave, how are you feeling about tonight's game?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I mean, obviously they got a depleted roster. Although I will admit, Najee Marshall though, he's been playing pretty well.
Yeah, no, he has.
Yeah, but I reckon I gotta go with Devin 10-15 win. And I reckon this could be a game where some of the young players get a chance, like JD, Asar, possibly even Ron. I mean, I do really like him. So
yeah. Well, I think
Lindy
you bring
Waters.
up Ron. I think Lindy Waters. You bring up Ron. So I think Ron and Cade are from Texas. I think Cade's from Dallas.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think Cade's played a game in Dallas, a regular season game. I think he's played a preseason game in Dallas before. So the other times he's been injured or he just didn't play. So this is his first time playing in Dallas. So we could see a very big game from him. And Ron as well, I think, is from nearby Dallas. So they're both getting to play in front of their hometown crowd. So that'll be cool as well. But I think that's going to do it for today, guys. We're going to wrap up the stream. I appreciate Devin, Tom, Zave for all jumping on. We've got a very fun game to go and watch. We will be doing fan reacts after this. So if you want to jump on and chat about the game we're about to watch, let me know. But we'll be streaming after this. And just finally, if you want to join this subscription we have, just head on over to my Instagram. It's in the description. And if you have any questions, shoot me a DM. But we'll be trying to do these subscriber streams pretty frequently. I'd like to get them to maybe once a week, but definitely once every 2 weeks. So thank you again for everyone joining. Appreciate all your support. And let's get a dub tonight. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us, mate. And let's
You're the best, Jack. You're the best.
Appreciate you guys.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.